Hello and welcome back to the Florida Rights Institute informational video series. This is a special video covering the coming attack on gun owners in Florida by Ban Assault Weapons Now and Stop the Killing Committee. This is a warning of coming ballot initiatives intended to effectively end the Second Amendment and imprison peaceful gun owners. The following presentation is meant for informational purposes only and is not intended as legal advice. Seek a licensed attorney if you need legal assistance. The Ban Assault Weapons Now PAC initiative was founded by Gail Schwartz and the treasurer is Gloria Maggiolo. They have a website at www.bawnfl.org and they're headquartered in Miami, Florida. It consists of mainly family and survivors of the Parkland and Pulse shootings. The Ban Assault Weapons Now PAC initiative is a deceptively titled ban on assault weapons that really bans most rifles. The text summary states that it prohibits possession of assault weapons defined as semi-automatic rifles and shotguns capable of holding more than 10 rounds of ammunition at once, either in fixed or detachable magazine or any other ammunition feeding device. Possession of handguns is not prohibited. It exempts military and law enforcement personnel in their official duties, exempts and requires registration of assault weapons lawfully possessed prior to this provision's effective date, and creates criminal penalties for violations of this amendment. Their deceptive language is also on their website. It states, "Again and again, we've stood witness to innocent lives lost at the hands of madmen armed with military-style assault weapons like the AR-15. Again and again, our elected leaders have failed to act on getting these weapons of war out of civilian hands. For our children, for our families, for our loved ones, for our communities, we must act where our politicians have failed to." Their language is full of deceptions and lies. For example, when they say assault weapons, that is a lie. Assault weapons literally means a gun that can shoot fully automatic, that is a machine gun. They use it loosely to define any rifle that can take a magazine. They also say weapons of war. The AR-15 is not a weapon of war. It has never been used as such because it's not a fully automatic machine gun. They say military style. There is nothing military style about having a gun that shoots a 22 round with a magazine. Military style is a specific standardization for the military that does not match the operation of a privately held AR-styled gun. Ban Assault Weapons Now is attempting to suggest that they only want to ban military-style assault weapons, but in reality, they're banning most sporting and home defense rifles that accept a magazine. Worse, they lie about the gun, saying that it is some tool for murder. In reality, with over 6 million privately owned AR-styled guns, there have only been 13 mass murders involving ARs since 2004. That means 99.999% plus of private ARs are not used for mass murder. Ban Assault Weapons Now is also deceptively sneaking in a gun registration form. They are attempting to create a registry held by police for gun owners. Registries are a dangerous political tool, as has been seen, where governments use the databases for political targeting and persecution. The purpose of the Second Amendment is specifically to be on guard against tyranny, and a registry would undermine that purpose by making it easier to enact political persecution. The other political action committee attempting to end gun ownership in Florida is the Stop the Killing Committee initiative. It was founded by Donald Leslie Cleveland and the treasurer is Donald Cleveland. Their website is www.stopthekilling.us. They're headquartered out of Boca Raton and it consists of mainly anti-gun extremists who wish to completely abolish the right to bear arms. The Stop the Killing Committee initiative is a deceptively titled ban on assault weapons that really bans most handguns and rifles and repeals self-defense in the Florida Constitution. The text summary states, "This amendment recognizes the Florida National Guard and other organized police forces as the well-regulated militia of the state and authorizes them to keep and use military-style weapons. Possession of military-style weapons is prohibited except for the militia. Other persons convicted of various types of crimes or investigated for abuses are also prohibited from possessing guns or firearms." The text of the bill unveils their sinister intents. It states, "The weapons shall include, but are not limited to, fully automatic weapons, assault weapons, large magazine weapons holding more than 7 rounds of ammunition, and magazines with capacity over 7 rounds. No other person entering or residing in the state shall possess any weapon or firearm that functions like or has the capacity of a military-style weapon. Military-style weapon means any gun with a magazine capacity of more than 7 rounds of ammunition or any weapon capable of firing in fully automatic mode, any weapon capable of being modified in any manner to fire in a fully automatic mode, or any weapon classified as a sniper rifle. Any person other than the well-regulated militia who possesses such a gun or weapon shall within 1 year of the enactment of this section surrender that gun or weapon to the local police or militia, at which time that gun or weapon shall be destroyed. Possessing such a gun or weapon thereafter shall be a felony with punishment by up to 1 year in prison." The deceptive language continues on their website, which states, "Sportsmen don't need assault rifles or large clip guns to hunt or compete in marksmanship events, and mass shooting shootings have been increasing over the past 20 years, and it wouldn't be possible without military-grade weapons. The deceptive line, "Sportsmen don't need assault rifles," is an attempt to undermine fundamental rights. This statement is a plank of communism, which bases property rights on need. The committee is attempting to turn rights into privileges. Military-grade weapons is also deceptive. The guns they are looking to ban include every single handgun and rifle capable of holding more than 7 rounds. This has nothing to do with military-grade standards, but is used to scare people into thinking that common sporting and defense arms are somehow especially dangerous because they have magazines. The Stop the Killing Committee is effectively trying to ban most privately owned guns in the state of Florida, as most popular handguns have magazines that hold more than 7 rounds, and most popular rifles take magazines that can hold more than 7 rounds. Stop the Killing also lies about mass shootings. They say mass shootings have been increasing over the past 20 years. This is just an outright lie. Mass shootings, as defined by the FBI, take place when 4 or more victims are murdered within one event and in 1 or more locations in a close geographical proximity. These kinds of shootings have been at relative lows, along with nationwide violent crime. In fact, a study performed at Northeastern University shows mass murders relatively declining over the years, and also school shootings as well. Pew Crime notes that crime rates have fallen since the early 90s, but that public perception of crime is at odds with the data due to mass media lying and manipulating. And a reminder here that all gun laws are enforced by men with guns. Police. All gun laws are inherently a threat of gun violence against people for possessing property and wishing to defend themselves and their loved ones. If you're like me and very concerned about this situation, there are some action steps to take to stop this threat. It's time to create flyers and brochures debunking the myths surrounding AR-style guns. It's time to protest near the signature gatherers and hand out flyers and brochures to help people understand the lies and manipulations. It's time to create viral videos and memes to share about the manipulations of ban assault weapons now and Stop the Killing Committee. Write and submit op-eds to papers across Florida exposing the manipulations. Form a counter-amendment to preserve the right to bear arms in Florida. There are also several support organizations which may help with this process in resisting this gun confiscation, and that includes Florida Carry, Gun Owners of America, the Second Amendment Foundation, Liberty First Network, and the Florida 10th Amendment Center. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to get educated on this topic and watch this video. It's important that we work together to fight this assault on innocent people who are simply trying to live their lives and enjoy their fundamental rights. For more informational and educational videos, please subscribe to this channel. Take care.